Hi, my name is Mike. I'm a CEO and founder at Brand24, and my goal for today is to walk you through our dashboard. So the first things you see once you log into your dashboard is the list of the projects that you're monitoring. So you get to see all the projects with the initial data, like the number of new mentions collected since your last visit inside the project. You can also see the date the project was created, obviously some settings, an option to delete unwanted projects, etc. So let me choose some project for you. The best to show you guys around would be AirDog. Yeah, that's pretty cool project, pretty cool brand, getting some traction lately. This is I believe that this is a drone technology, a drone startup. So the guys are trying to make a drone that follows you around and records you while you are skateboarding, doing all this crazy stuff, extreme sports, etc. So once you enter the project, you see the mentions tab. This is the most visited and the most popular tab inside Brand24. And the first thing you see is the charts that present number of collected mentions per day, week per week or per month, and estimated social media reach. Estimated social media reach is number of actual people who had contact with content containing keywords AirDog and AirDog related phrases. So we can see that there was a huge growth in terms of reach on 18th of March. We had a similar growth on April the 1st. So with the charts, we can easily see the spikes in terms of reach, in terms of quantity of the data. So you can easily pick up the events that happen for a specific brand and that made some kind of impact. So the next thing you see is the number of results per categories. We have several categories, including Facebook, Twitter, message boards, news sites, video sites, etc. So we can obviously browse through results only from specific category, and you can see that charts are changing as we change the buttons here. We can go back to the all results. Below we can see the most vital part of Brand24, which are the actual results, actual mentions, and they are sorted by date by default. We can see the newest first, obviously, and the oldest last. So we can browse one page after another to browse through all mentions related to AirDog, regardless if it's message boards, Facebook, blogosphere, Twitter, etc. So what's really cool is that we also offer internal search engine. So you can access mentions related to specific subtopic or to a specific comparator. So we can, for example, see how AirDog is mentioned related to GoPro cameras, which is like one of the major, hardware related to the drones, and we can see only mentions containing a GoPro camera. We can see that the charts changed, that all the statistics available here really changed. So this is really cool way to be able to access subtopics, to analyze content in terms of like a comparator or a subcontext. So, and what's really also important is that you can create special queries here. So you can use operators like and or not to be able to browse through mentions. So for example, not GoPro will only leave out mentions that don't have the GoPro word inside of them. And we can set up specific filters, and we can always record those filters for later. So you don't have to type down not GoPro every time you want to check some specific subtopic for your monitored keyword. So this is really powerful option. What's also important is that we also do an automated sentiment analysis, so you can easily pick up potential positives or potential negative mentions related to the specific topic or a brand. Or I'm saying potentially negative or potentially positive because there's no way yet, at least yet, to be able to automatically pick up 100% or even close to 100% positive or negative sentiment from specific posts. This is mostly related to, the complexity of language. There's just too many words like flat, which in relation to a TV screen is mostly a positive, but in relation to a tire or something else, it's not really that positive. So it's really difficult to create an automated filter, an automated sentiment analysis system, and there's plenty of other tools that claim that they did that, but you might want to try them out and see for yourself that it's not really working. And for so many brands, there's it's really hard to pick up the actual sentiment from a specific post. So why do we keep the sentiment filter if it's not really bulletproof or even close to being very accurate? We keep this because from all mentions related to, in this example, AirDoc, and you see that there's 2,500 mentions in the last 30 days. Looking through negative and positive mentions gives you an easy access and quick access to mentions where some types of emotions were picked up by our algorithms. So our algorithm might be wrong. He might see negative as positive and positive as negative, but still he will extract those crucial mentions from all the other mentions out there. So this is really important stuff. The next thing is a spam filter. Our goal ultimately is to collect all public mentions out there. So regardless if it's social media, outside social media, and once we try to collect everything that's out there, we are for the most part also collecting so many spam results. So like SEO domains that are not really don't have really any community, and they're not creating opinions, but they are visible here. So we are hiding them by default, but you can always see them by setting up your spam filter to low. So this is how it works. We have some additional filters here. The really powerful filters are filter like source filters. So you can filter results by how influential the source is, right? So you could, for example, set up only six out of 10 influence score, and we now see only the results from really influential social media profiles. So profiles that have a really nice reach, that generate most comments, interactivity on social media, stuff like that. But it's not only related to social media. We also collect information about the domains, about the traffic on the domains, and we allow you to see the number of visits per month on specific websites. So with other social media marketing tools or with other internet marketing tools, you are left in the dark. So you see the results, but you have no benchmark. You don't see how influential specific domain or specific results might be. But with the data we provide, you easily see if the domain is influential or not, right? And what's really cool is that once we have all this data about sources, you can create a specific alerts here. So you can, for example, filter sources by number of visits, and you can, only leave out sources that have 100,000 visits or more per website, which is like means they're kind of influential. And we can now set up additional email alert. So you get additional email alert once there's really something important, going on, and somebody important talking about your company. So, well, again, you can obviously record this filter for later. You can filter by domain if you like. You can filter by author. This is really helpful to see the historical results from a specific social media profile. So, once there's someone talking about your company, you can easily see if they talked about your company before, and things like that. So you can obviously access the same feature by history button. If I click on history for this project, for this user, I get to see his other mentions have containing ERDA keyword inside of them. So apart from data analysis, we also offer some CRM options, some options for to be able to easily browse through the data, to analyze the data, to mine them. And obviously we offer some information about the source, so number of followers, some initial data about a specific platform, which is in this case Instagram. Some quote. You can see other authors' entries related to the topic that you are monitoring, things like that. You can also notify your coworker about a specific result. You can type down the email, and they will get just a single email alert about this specific results. You can obviously group results. You can create multiple groups. My groups here are consumer insights, direct sales, important stuff, press releases, and I can always add to these groups and group results. And once you select it and as a direct sales, you can see that it pops up as a direct sales, and you can get back to it in the future. So what's really important is that you can also block the domains. Once we try to create a tool that collects all mentions out there, we are also again collecting some unwanted stuff, some unwanted results, and you can block unwanted results, block unwanted domains. Here you can you have the same feature available. Once you try to delete mentions, you can delete a single mention, but you can also delete and block the whole domain if you see that some domain is generating spam results and results that are really unwanted. So, and you can obviously manually set up a positive or negative sentiment, so things like that. What's also really important that we allow you to extract all the data in form of the Excel file. So you just click on data export, and Excel file will be generated, or PDF report. So you can select specific color theme, the specific comments. So for example, the growth of number of mentions related to ERDA brand on 1st of April was related to our a marketing prank or something like that. You can choose your own logo type, and you can create a report, and within the seconds you will be able to download a PDF report containing all the statistics, all the major stats related to your company. Yep, and this is how it looks like. Obviously the default logo is a Brand24, but again you can change it to your own logo, the logo of your agency, your company, whatever. So you can see the charts, the sentiment analysis, the basic stats, the most influential social authors, most influential social media, most active social media authors, some initial quotes, sources breakdown, most popular domains, stuff like that. So it's really helpful, to be able to easily generate reports for your managers, for your customer if you're an agency, stuff like that. So we also have some gadgets like infographic. This is like a live infographic that you can generate and send out to your customer, or your or put on your social media. What's really important is analysis section, is analysis tab. This is like a synthesis of the data we store. So you can mine through all the data yourself with mentions tab, but you can also easily access quick insights with analysis tab, and you can see most influential discussions here, most influential discussions from most influential authors, and you can see some people with huge reach, with 149,000 followers on Twitter in this case, talking about AirDog, closing on a 2 million seed round, things like that. You also have some basic stats, so how many results was collected in the last month. You can obviously change the dates anytime you want. The context of the discussion with all the attack clouds, and once you click on a specific result, you will be redirected to the mentions tab, where you all see only results containing AirDog and Latvian, or AirDog and sports, things like that, right? So mentions by category, so we can different presentation of how many mentions were collected for a specific category, and most influential social media authors. So we can see this Zeni 62 on Twitter, with huge influence, most active social media authors, and we can see that Vivier Camperos generated almost or exactly 16 mentions about AirDog. So this is really engaged user, and we can see the division by sentiment, most active sites, most influential sites, so sites with the biggest number of visits per month. So analysis section again gives you a rough a quick insights related to the topic that you're monitoring. If you have not enough time to browse for all the results, you can always visit analysis section just to see what's most important that's been going on. So the next tab is sources. You get to browse through all sources talking about your company or the brand that you're monitoring, and you can browse one page after another, all social media authors or all the domains that had generated some results related to your topic. And we can see that Twitter is third in terms of number of results, but Cummins Forum generated like over 300 results, which is huge. You can obviously export all the data to Excel, so you can analyze this data further. You can sort by number of visits, by influence score, things like that. So the next thing is quotes. This is also one of the gadgets that we offer. So like the positive or the negative comments related to the martyr topic, right? So following successful Kickstarter campaign, favorite AirDog, things like that, amazing product. So just a quick look on the positive feedback related to a specific topic or brand. The last but not least, the tab is the comparison tab, and this is really useful to compare several projects, to compare several brands, products, and you can see you can choose any projects that I'm monitoring here. For example, we can select Nandi. This is another cool startup, and we can see how the discussion has been going on, and we can see that AirDog is far superior in terms of the buzz and the number of mentions related to their topic. But you can see how the breakdown looks like, and here we see that for Naudi Twitter has a huge importance. Almost 50% of mentions are on Twitter. For AirDoc, only 12%. So yeah, we can analyze sentiment, but we see that both products have pretty positive sentiment. So things like that, you can easily compare several projects to be able to benchmark your company against your competitors, or any other company that is out there. So this is mostly it. Thank you for taking time to browse through, to stay with me, and good luck with your monitoring.